Yeah, everyone, Actorios here, and here we go with the redo of the playthrough of Ape Quest. For the exclusive to the Sony PSP. Well, it used to be, but now you can play on the PS Vita. Anyway, details. Alright. As I said before, we are going to start a brand new game. Don't worry, I did back up my other save. Yep, that's the name. Save again. And here we go. Rise. Awaken, my dearest Anton. Holy crap. What have I told you about not falling asleep when I'm talking to you? Are you paying attention, Anton? You're almost a full-grown ape. Well, he didn't say full-grown ape, but you get the idea. I feel you need a harsh child before you're mature enough to rule. Out on a new world, Lillipap, where you'll forget about this cloistered life. And there, while bungee jumping sounds cool if you're right or I'm tied. Stop that. Anyway, just because it's peaceful here now is no guarantee for the future. Take the anti-nan here with you, and complete the task you've been given. Yeah, I gotta speed up those messages. If I may, your prince in this, allow me to explain the traditional transport methods of our nation. First, press the left or right buttons to check your surroundings. Second, press the up button to stride boldly forward. Third, we're on a rush, so we'll automatically move from there. That includes the entire game. Fourth, no stopping along the way. In other words, just use the directional buttons to move. Okay, let me explain this whole thing. Oh wait, never mind. Have a straight trip to your prince lettuce. Go look past the king's trial. Okay, now I can explain this. Alright. So you're playing as this Pipo monkey that you can customly name. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you so far, because I'm not going to try containing spoilers. Or at least get as few spoilers as possible. Now then, at times your path will split like this. In those cases, you can take in your surroundings by pressing the left or right buttons. Then press the up button to proceed in the direction you're facing. Yeah, see? This will be important later on now. Haha, you're being followed by a shark. Alright, now over your princeliness. Next, I'll explain the yellow arrows. As you wander across this vast land of ours, you're sure to see yellow arrows here and there. They can mark the entrances to towns or caverns, or allow you to speak to the apes standing nearby. When you see such an arrow, face and press the up button. Ah, there's an ape now. Shall we start and chat? Sure thing! Yo, lovely wedding we're having, huh? Was there anything you were wanting? I always buy 3 gospels and S's for later. And I cannot believe I just now looked. We already have 5. Oh well, can't be helped, you know. But anyway, I seriously love the prologue music. Allow me to introduce you to the camp menu next. Press the triangle button to bring up the camp menu. There you can, what was it? Oh yes, right, of course. You can use items, exchange your equipment, and check the map. You'll want to consult the map quite often, so it's accessible directly with the square button as well. You can still open the camp menu when in transit, so when you're in a pinch, or if you're in a pinch, hit that triangle button, remember it well. That's all I have to teach you for now. You know, once this mission is over, I'm engaged to be married. So, let's take care of this business and go get ourselves back home. Yep, let's do this. Cutscene time. Oh, yes, boldly move on our chest while we're walking. Well, at least the Ape-Nan is. Ah, your princeliness. Here you see the Etronolith. It's said that the legendary beast known as the Apetron lies sealed away here. The original name for it was Pepatron, if you played like Ape Escape 2 or 3. The mystical seal banana supposedly keeps them trapped within the confines of the statue. Even in jest, taking such a relic and eating it could spell utter tragedy. Haha, not that you would ever... And now, the Apetron are released. Welcome to Papertron Yellow, Blue, and Red. Prince, leave this to me. You must get back to the castle. Hurry! And that's what happened. Great leaping monkeys. So, the seal is broken. One thing I do want to point out is that when you don't press anything for a while, their models just stand there. Like, I don't have a problem with it, but... Excuse me, I'm trying to adjust my headset again. I don't know why I'm doing this in the middle of the recording. I'm supposed to do this, like, before. Or maybe even after, you know, you finish it and doing the transit, but... in any case, report, sir. Monsters have been swarmed the area outside the castle. Sometimes. Just sometimes. Anyway, you must all atone for what you have done. Now it is your turn. Until such a time, I forbid you from returning to this castle. However, you are still my son. I'll give you this to take with you. You got the Spectral Bank. Ah, yes, the Spectral Bank is resistant to shock, fire, water, and whatever else. And now, for a limited time only, it will bestow a variety of miracles upon you. Of course, it will take a massive number of chips in the process, but hey. Hello? Anybody home? Will you put that thing down already? In the inner lines of Lillipap, there is just a warp gate connected to remote frontiers. Find it. Now begin your journey, my sweet Anton. Seal away all of the Apetron. Bit of a pickle we're in, aren't we? Anyway, hey, the name's Buck, proud member of the not quite fashionable Ape Team Army. Looks like you hit kind of a rough patch there. Well, Buck up. I'll let you join the Ape Team. Congrats, rookie. The Ape Team is we're like wandering merchants, selling peace and friendship to the world. We basically just go around doing our own thing, helping one another out, nurturing the seeds of friendship as we go. If you spot another member, you should talk to them, buy lots of items, that sort of thing, and you'll become friends. Yeah, we're gonna go through the full explanation. Looks like an odd bunch have started hanging around at these parts. If no Ape members are around to bail you out, you have to fend for yourself. So let me teach you a thing or two about how to fight. Each different type of weapon has its own unique type. Techniques are powerful moves, but you must build up the gauge before you can use it by fighting. So use it wisely. In other words, you'll be fighting either way. Even if that isn't enough, if even that isn't enough, it's time for your ace in the hole. Call for the Ape Team to help you out. You can summon a bunch of us members to come pound your enemies to a drippy pulp. It's pretty hard. But if someone helps you out, you need to thank them. Chips! Chips would be a great way to thank them. Oh, and the more of us you call, the more chips you'll need to thank us. Check your funds when you call us. Also, I've never seen one in person before, but there's a spectral bank somewhere. It's said that a bank can grant you every wish for a huge price of chips. Anyway, if you manage to find it, you might try making a wish or two. Just remember to save some cash. You ever been outside of the kingdom before? The world's a lot bigger than just this island, you know. If you do find yourself in another country, make your first task finding a town. Walking around preparing for a trip beforehand is like diving right into a gator's mouth. So some routes are red, yeah? You should avoid those whenever you can. They're full of all sorts of nasty danger. Sometimes you're in a rush and can't avoid it, but in general, it's better to take a different path. Oh, right, last thing. Let me tell you a trade secret. You can't tell anyone. You hear me? That includes you guys. Shh. The same things can cost different amounts in different areas. So you buy it here and sell it there. I'm sure you can figure it out. Well, let's go earn a lot so we can buy a lot. I'll see you around. Alright, so now that we're in a bit of a wicket right here, we actually are going to take... Now we gotta go through this area. By the way, you do hear this music like this? Not anymore. Alright, that takes care of that. Normally, it's best you wait until after you complete the mission to do that, but... eh. I'll come back to Butt later for a different type of armor. Alright, here we go. First battle of the game. As you can tell, the battle theme is also different. The basic enemies in a prologue have 20 HP each, and you can only deal like 9 to 10. Not counting you do that solid hit. And of course you do earn XP, chips, and even an item after you finish your fight. However, if you do have too much in your inventory, you'll either get the same thing if it's not the maximum amount, or you just don't get anything at all. You just get experience and chips. Oh yeah, since you talked about the cam menu, let me show you about status. Yeah, we're called Airhead. Yeah. Anyway, level, guts, technique gauge, strength, defense, agility, amazing. Well, that's a luck. Glory, experience, the next experience you need to do in order to level up, and the chips. That's all you see in the status. Equipment, this is basically where you go if you want to change your equipment. We'll actually deal with that later. Items, here's your inventory. Basically, you can just swap through everything. Press left and right if you want to switch to a whole page. And triangle to filter out what it is, basically. The quest, that's actually, yeah, here it is, Topple the Stony Gatekeeper. You have to deal with the gate's statue-esque guard before you can pass on to the new lands. One thing I do want to open up with, though, is that if you don't have the DLC, these new lands you can't go to. The map? Oh god, Monkey Yellow. Yeah, and if you see this little glistening star, that's where a quest is being held, no matter what kind. Oh, we just went to the map. Ape team list. This will be updated by time. Here's Buck, and here's his glory. And I think this is his glory. They don't tell you much about that other number. Tutorial. What we basically went through, and there are some spoilers in here, so I'm not going to show those up. Bananas. These are for our mini games. The bank, which is a special bank where I just did, you can just, mess with that. Options, where I mess with speed, you can save, you can load, you can delete the save file, and stuff like that. Alright, that's enough of the cam menu from me. Alright. The seal lies in rubble. There's no sign of Ape 10 now to say nothing of the Apetron. Oh man, there's a lot of enemies here. Ape Team is useful, but if you don't take them out in one hit, you're basically just gonna take a whole bunch of hits back. Of course you can guard, but I don't have the, that ability. I do have the ability, of course, but it's just that, what is it? I don't have enough defense to do that as much as I used to when I showed those Ape Quest Dungeons playthroughs. Alright. And if you level up, your HP, well, it's just that, your HP goes, you get an extra HP, your attack damage goes up. I normally try to level up at least twice before I fight this guy, so, let's see. Another couple, let's see. Alright, so before I do this, I'm just gonna try leveling up again. This is the red route, so, I mean, both of them are red routes, this is just a shorter one. Yeah, it shows that again every time you come up to that. There we go. Alright, so let me get some guts potions since I leveled up. And since your luck already starts out on amazing, I don't recommend you try worrying about the fortune. Alright, let's do this. Black fog covers the area. You hear a grizzly crunching nearby. An axe-wielding gunner emerges from the fog. Now this guy has 50 HP. Well, actually, you don't need. You can just use your techniques. I might as well show this off. Huh. May I have another? Yeah, this guy can do fire damage. Now he can just fight the. Oh yeah, I forgot. You and the enemy can parry on this game. This guy doesn't do a lot of damage, but then again, you don't have a lot of HP anyway. Now he's finished. $200 XP, EXP, and chips. 2,000. I do get another cutscene. This time a real cutscene. Oh, what the heck? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Oh, Divine Lord Spectre. If you don't know who that is, play Ape Escape series. Please, I beg of you to watch over my full son. Keep him safe. I do recommend playing Ape Escape though, I'm serious. It's a fun game. Oh, yes, I haven't eaten this forever. Will you go already? What the heck? As I said before, if you don't have the DLC, you won't be able to go anywhere beyond the prologue. It's kind of dumb if you ask me, but it is what it is. At first minigame, run for your life from the rolling rocks, watch to see where they land, then jump to avoid them. Get hit and the jolt will slow you down. It's only one rock. The jump is just a circle button. Since this is your first time, well, this game assumes that this is my first time playing this game, so basically all the minigames from this point will be turned to easy. My only problem with this game, though, like, it's literally the only thing that's wrong with it. The only problem with this game is that this game only has one save slot. So you have to literally back up your game if you want to try doing what I'm doing. For me, it's a bit unnecessary. And we leveled up again. Alright, so before I go into another chapter, I'm going to say this one last time. If you don't have the DLC, you can't play any of the stuff I'm going to show you. Well, you know what? Just change the music. Like I said, I'm not changing any spoilers, so like, say like it's our first time going to town or first time going to a dungeon, even though it's not technically my first time. I'm not going to change the music until after we done show you the music. Chapter of Blue we go! Chapter of Blue, Kumi Island. Welcome my friends, and my Actorios, and some of the people on Google+, Twitter, and some, I think a couple on Facebook, I'm not sure. Welcome to Chapter of Blue. Whoa there, traveler. I'm in a tight spot here. Think you can help me out with something? More and more apes are getting attacked by monsters. Think you can lend a hand? Well, I'm just gonna say in the first person every time something like this pops up. I thought long and hard on it. Pretty please, I'll give you a banana in your troubles. I'm in. Thanks, buddy. Well, hurry on to town and accept the drop I posted on the Quest Guild. It's the one with the book icon next to it. You got that? Just look for the book. Alright, just face the town and press the up button on the yellow when a yellow arrow appears to get in. I'll see you later. Thanks again and good luck. Nice little area, honestly. We already covered around, 21 minutes? I'm gonna try doing this like my old Let's Play when I was, only around 15 minutes. So, obviously a little bit extended, since this is not YouTube we're worrying about now. Since YouTube actually got an extended amount of time. So, in the next part, we will go on to the town, so... Yeah, let me just take care of this. And then, the next part we will get into more of the Chapter of Blue and the towns. So, this is Actorios number 64, signing out. Peace, my good friends.